Hey guys, Pitmaster here. I'm here with Vato. We're gonna go into Sensei UFC. We're gonna teach you lessons that we learned from UFC, Cub Swanson versus Frankie Edgar. It was last weekend out of Atlantic City, New Jersey. Great card, and we have some lessons that we took from that card that we're going to show you that you can use in the street if you ever get jumped. Hopefully you don't. Or in your own dojo. You can actually use these things as part of your curriculum. The UFC isn't just entertainment, it's educational. Every time you watch it, you should study the moves and think, someone jumped in the street, how would I use that move? And that's what we do, because we're like computers in our brain. All right, we're gonna give you 3 lessons that we learned from this last fight. Okay, first one. There was a guy named Sayyar, S-A-Y-R. Can't even begin to say his last name. His opponent's name was Luan. All right, Luan was a southpaw, so he fought like this with his right hand forward. Okay, so he was a southpaw. All right, now Sayyar was orthodox, so his left foot was forward. Okay, so one way to attack the liver, since the liver's on the right side of the body, if you are a southpaw, your liver is leading, and sometimes if your elbow comes up, it can be exposed. Okay. Now, unlike an orthodox fighter, if I throw a body shot, it doesn't connect to the liver as well because it's right here, right? And a roundhouse kick won't land as well either. But Sayyar threw a front kick and it went right to his liver. So a good way to practice that is have someone stand in the southpaw position and throw front kicks aiming right for the liver, because that's where Sayyar landed. So if you can see without the pad, I guess Luan's arm was a little much. The liver's right here. So if you throw a roundhouse kick, that's how you can catch an orthodox fighter, but it's right there. There's no liver there, so it's not effective. And if I went to throw a liver punch like I would on a regular fighter, it'll hit the back, because the liver is right there. So against the southpaw guys, you can either throw a straight right to the body, that might land, or a straight front kick to the body, and that might land, all right? So that is lesson number 1. When you attack the liver against an orthodox fighter versus a southpaw, it's a different way of attacking, so practice both, okay? All right, lesson number 2, Ryan LaFleur against Garcia. It was a good fight, but what I saw in this fight, again, southpaw versus orthodox, so it doesn't matter which was which. But say LaFleur was regular and Garcia was orthodox, okay? So he was attacking this leg, but I don't like inside leg kicks against the southpaw, because he can turn his knee in and really hurt my leg. So to me, it's not worth the risk. But what LaFleur did was, and I like this, he waited until Garcia put all his weight onto that front leg, because he was about to throw an overhand left with all of his power. So what the other side, yeah. And then what LaFleur did was wait till he put all his weight on that leg and then sweep that leg out from under him. An inside leg sweep. It's a lot different than an inside leg kick. And what you have to do, timing is everything, because you have to wait till they put all the weight on that front leg and then you kick it out from them, okay? So if I was fighting an orthodox fighter, right, and he put all his weight on his leg, boom, kick it out from under him. If he's a southpaw, he's putting all his weight on that leg, kick it right out from under them. So this kick, unlike a kick, which you can just throw anytime, you have to time this for when they're stepping forward. It can be a very, very effective strike. Let me show you how it's done to train. Okay, use a big shield. Okay, it's an inside leg.
Southpaw.
Your southpaw. So you put it on the inside and you just time. So you take a step in. You just time your opponent's stepping in because it's not effective unless they're stepping in. If he's just right here and his legs equal, it's not effective because he's 50-50. But if he puts all his weight on that leg, you wait till he steps. So this kick or this sweep takes timing, all right, inside leg sweep. That is lesson number 2, the inside leg sweep. Okay, lesson number 3. Edgar versus Swanson, okay, Cub Swanson. We call this the eye splits, okay. What Frankie does, he loves to do this. You can see him in slow motion doing this. He looked up like he was going to do a combination, and then he drops down, okay, drops down, grabs the front leg, okay, hooks it, and drives forward, runs forward. What he did was he ran Cub Swanson into the cage, so he didn't get a takedown from it. But when you do that and let go, you can throw a bunch of combinations because the guy's off balance. So what you do is you fake, you throw a bunch of punches, and when the guy picks his hands up, you just reach down and drive forward. Keep running. We call that the eye splits. Now, the way Frankie Edgar does it is points his hand straight, and then reaches, and then runs with it. The way I think is more effective in the street for most people is to put their arm in a diagonal. Okay, so you're gonna put diagonal because I feel like in a street fight, if you miss that face, you're gonna get your back taken or get somehow you're gonna miss out on that. To me, it's easier to put this out, okay, and then run forward. So it's like that. And that's called the eye splits. That is lesson number 3. So those are 3 lessons from this weekend's UFC Swanson versus Edgar. Great fights. Thanks for coming. Please make sure you like and subscribe.